Oh, how are you going? Welcome me, Redsky, here on another round of Righteous Readings, where I give all righteous readings to you guys, my beautiful Arvo viewers. I hope you're having an exceptional day, Arvo, evening, wherever you are in your grind of the working week or weekend. It's a beautiful Thursday here, afternoon, or Arvo as we call here in Australia. It is approximately 2:15 in the PM. So it's a beautiful day that we're having here. And we are about to do the October's next sign in line, which I just plucked from the Moonology cards at random, and it is Aries. So Ram Gang, you are the next sign in line. Sorry about the clickety clack, the mat's still not down, so it's a little bit loud. So this will take messages for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury of the sign Aries. This is the main monthly. It will run for the full length of October, and I'm doing a Celtic cross of standard placements, which I then go through and I clarify these placements. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the reading, because the first is just an initial analogy. The storyline comes through the clarification during the second, more in-depth portion. So stay with me till the end to find out all that juicy goss for October. And happy Halloween to all my boys and girls out there. Oh, Aries. Like a zoo, you're coming out fierce and fast. And a mad shout out to my Aries Sun Lincoln. There's a lot of people going on here, Aries. A lot more people than what I like to see. We've got two kings on either end of the cross here. Between that is a queen upside down, and then we have another queen over here upside down. We do have a pigeon pair here, a king and a queen of the same suit, and they are of wands, and that is in your hopes and fears and the forward movement energy. Let's break it down. The underlying energy, the whole undercurrent for the month of October for Aries placements is the Page of Wands. My boy George card, I usually refer to this one as, because this is an individual that has a lot of ideals, a lot of desires, may come across a little bit oddball or a little bit unique in the way they present themselves, whether that's through their speech or through their flamboyant clothes or some sort of niche that they have, which is a little bit unique to them. But this is an individual, usually younger in years, but doesn't have to be. They have a very youthful outlook, very regardless of age. This is an individual that really does look at the world like anything is possible. It hasn't just lost that childlike wonder of desire. Let's break down the main placements now for Aries October 2023. So the current energy coming into the reading here and now, Aries, we're sporting the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Now, I wish I could be nicer about this placement, but this is really coming in a little bit egotistical, a little bit superficial, a little bit my way and I want it that way. This is someone that doesn't really look outside themselves too much. They don't really worry about the aesthetics of the house or where the house is or anything like that. They really look at themselves as the aesthetic. They dote upon their what they view as important, and it's usually very much about how they present. So their clothing, for example, their attitude is very me, I. Not that that's a bad thing. That's sometimes the way it is. But we'll get a little bit deeper about why this is going on for you through the clarification, because your challenge is Gemini's major arcana. Your challenge is the Lovers. Your challenge is a connection which may be something, or a connection that is really about to be tested. This coming in the challenge is a bit of a worrying situation here about whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. Because when the Lovers is upright, it lends towards it is a good thing, but it's being tested still in the challenge position. Crowning the reading, hanging above it all at the forefront in your subconscious mind, Aries, for October is the Ace of Wands reverse. This is lacking in desire or lacking in a new idea, invention, or a desired thing that you really, really want to go forward with. Sorry about that. So this is really lacking in a beginning or something to really move forward with in desire. In your subconscious, there's nothing really gifting you a beginning or a starter here. Things seem to be just not coming inconsistent or desired right now. This might be why. The root of the reading, the foundation, what it's all growing up from Aries, is the Three of Pentacles reverse. This is a lot of misunderstandings, especially when collaborating or working with others. Everything's not on the same page, and because of it, there's some misrepresentation, misunderstandings, or just some misses thereof. It's really grated energy where it's not consistent and it's not fluent and it's not understood by both sides. Past energy leaving you now still prevalent is a king, an important king, the King of Swords. In the past energy, Aries, you were very calculated and very well articulated in the things that you wanted, your expectations, what you desired, and you were very much in a sphere of being intellectually stimulated. You really wanted to maybe learn about facts and figures, or really just delved into a lot of articulate natured wealth of information, for example, or just very switched on. Moving forward from that, you became another king, the Fire King, the King of Wands. Now, this is a king that really does put his desires forward. He is very charismatic, very good with really entertaining the crowd. It's a real showboater, it can be, but someone that is very, very trustworthy, very, 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 very giving of his time to things that he cares for. He can really see the growth in anything, the potential of what could be. Spirit's advice for you, Aries, for the month of October so far is the Four of Swords reverse. Spirit is telling you, when you are moving forward, especially in that mental sphere, to really use cautionary advancement. Really think before you leap, or before you act, or before you speak. Really do so securely. Be guarded through this. The outsider's view of you, Aries, they see looking in the Tower reverse. The outsider's view of Aries October is of someone that is really not being able to change the set circumstances of life. This is an individual that may want things to change but isn't able to bring them in. That's really stuck in a situation, whether that's people, places, or things. Hopes and fears for Aries October is the Queen of Wands reverse. This is a very jealous queen. This is an individual that's very egotistical, very self-righteous, and can be really out of control. This is a person that's very inconsistent as well. They come in and they go just as fleeting. They're very hard to get in contact with. An individual that gets very fired up, can have a little bit of ferocity to their language. The outcome for Aries so far before clarification of October is the Seven of Wands. Things have been hard in October, I want to say. But in the outcome, we are making the gains here against our combatants. We are making some ground or some leadway forward here, or above what we are against. This is a positive sign, because I do feel there has been a little bit of stickiness throughout this October month for the Aries placements. But let's check it again. Go through the clarificational portion and find out exactly where your storyline lies. Here we go. All right, Aries, let's clarify these placements, please, for the sign of Aries, October 2023. Clear and precise clarification of the Celtic Cross standard placements for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, for clarifying this October 2023 placement reading. Thank you. All right, you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. So the current energy for Aries October, we had that Queen of Pentacles reverse. Spirits and guides can clarify that Queen of Pentacles reverse. Why is the Queen of Pentacles reversed here, please? Okay, Ace of Swords. The challenge, we have the Lovers. We clarify the energy of the Lovers for the challenge, please. Why is the Lovers here? Seven of Wands. Crowning the reading, we have that Ace of Wands reversed. Can we clarify the Ace of Wands reversed, please? Why is the Ace of Wands reversed here? The Hermit reversed, Virgo's major. The root of the reading, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Let's clarify this energy of the Three of Pentacles reversed, please. Why is the Three of Pentacles reversed? Justice in reverse, Libra's major. Past energy, we have the King of Swords. Let's clarify the King of Swords, please. Five of Wands. Moving forward, King of Wands. Let's clarify the King of Wands, please. Six of Cups with that Three of Pentacles reversed. Again, Aries. Spirit's advice, we had that Four of Swords reverse. Can we clarify further Spirit's advice, please, the Four of Swords reverse? The Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups reverse. Outside view, the Tower reverse. Let's clarify that Tower reverse. Ten of Swords. Hopes and fears, Aries, October. We have that Queen of Wands reversed. Queen of Swords reversed. Wow, that is an almighty bitch of an energy with these two queens inverted light. The all-important outcome for Aries, October now, we have that Seven of Wands. Knight of Wands reversed. Clarify further the outcome. Seven of Wands with the Knight of Wands reversed, please. Seven of Wands. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What we got going on here? The Knight of Cups. Spirit's telling me to tell you this first. The Seven of Swords reversed with the Two of Swords reversed. Seven of Swords, with the Two of Swords reversed came out flying on the floor. Spirit is saying this is just a little message on the side. Beware of the company that you keep, or beware of people taking from you to save their own skin. You may be blindsided here. You may not make the decision at the time when the option was available to remove this person or to see them for what they are. And I'm seeing that this may actually be a big cost to you. The underlying energies was initially that Page of Wands, and it's now being represented and clarified with that Ten of Cups. Be individual would be my advice here as the underlying energy of October for Aries. Be individual, be your own self niche. Invest in a lot of different things, because the more that you invest in, the more time you give to things, even if you don't think you will like them, you may just find your Ten of Cups, the one thing that makes you happiest and the most happy of all. Really finding your alignment, not just only within yourself, but those around you, and really getting on a similar page where it's all consistent and it's all free-flowing and it's all lovey-dovey and it's all understood, and there isn't any misunderstanding or misrepresentation thereof. Let's re-explain the clarified portion as we travel back through. The current energy for Aries, we started out with that Queen of Pentacles reverse. This is then clarified by the Ace of Swords. So as I said initially, and I still stand by that, the Queen of Pentacles reverse was someone that was a little bit superficial, full of self, like to do on their aesthetic perhaps, or just on themselves. And this is because they really do triumph best when they're in that energy, when they pride themselves before other things. This is where they championize, and this is where they really shine their best of self. There's also using a lot of force here to bring this through, whether there's resistance or not. But there is a sense of really triumphing through a fresh start of forceful triumph energy with this aesthetic type of self that you're going for at the moment, or this aspect of self that you're priding most of all in the current energy. The challenge for the month of October for Aries was initially Gemini's major, the Lovers, and this was then clarified by the Seven of Wands. So in the challenge, there is some sort of connection or love relationship or something going on here that has had some times of trouble or strife. But I'm seeing here, even though it's a challenge still, we are making the gains here against those that stood against us or against issues that may have drowned, giving us a little bit of hiccups. I feel like it's not all out the woods just yet, but it is showing signs of improvement and making gains and getting up on it. Crowning the reading, hanging above it all in that subconscious sphere, Aries, we had that Ace of Wands reverse, and this was then clarified by the Hermit reverse, Virgo's major arcana. In the subconscious sphere of it all, hanging above this reading is a sense of lacking in desire or opportunities here, of anything that we really want to invest in or really hold true. We may be crutching on ideas, knowledge, or perspectives of other people that may be closing off a lot of our opportunities or our chances of looking at wider sphere of it. Our subconscious is a little bit blocked in other people's points and views and knowledge rather than that of our own, and we're lacking in the ability or the opportunity to have a fresh new start of a desired outcome in our mental sphere for ourselves. Root of the reading, the foundation of it all was that Three of Pentacles reverse, clarified by Justice in reverse, which is Libra's major arcana. This root of reading is very concerning because it says we're not collaborating well with others that we may be working with in a career sphere, living with, or whatever with. There is a lack of understanding and a lack of seeing things from the same side, and therefore being a lot of misrepresentations or misunderstandings therefore of. And because of this, there is going to be some sort of injustice come, some sort of biased bigotry or severity in judgment laid at your feet, Aries. You may be blamed for something that wasn't your fault, or really be run over the coals in regard to something here. And I feel like it's due to some sort of collaboration or something that you're doing with others, which was not understood. Beware of that. Past energy leaving you now still prevalent. The King of Swords, Five of Wands. Big daddy, big sword, big truth, big triumph. This is an individual that speaks their mind, is very well with knowledge, and has real tact and real flavour with the way words roll off the tongue. But this is an individual that could have found themselves often having resistance, or people try to stand up against them and try to box them in through their knowledge, or through thinking that they know better, or just because they knew that they could. This is a person, though, very, very smart and could talk their way out of anything. Always was met with some sort of rebuttal or opposition or defiance. And I feel like that may have been people most closest to you, which might have really annoyed you and pissed you off, because I know it does me. Moving forward from that, we have the King of Wands, Six of Cups, but then that Three of Pentacles reverse coming back through this reading again. And that's where I get concerned again. Because in the forward movement, you are standing in your desired sphere. You are being very warm, very invested in things that are important, and you really are giving to make things grow and helping those around you and being just a really part of it all. With the Six of Cups, you are doing this because of some sort of memory long since past, some sort of nostalgia feature that made you think fondly, which is why you're bringing in this very charismatic, very opportunistic energy to others. But again, with this Three of Pentacles reverse, there is some sort of collaboration, or when you're with a certain group of people, whether that's career, social life, friends, whatever, family, there is a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of not seeing things from the same page, and therefore really, really getting thrown out of proportion and really not collaborating well, really having some sort of ill-fatedness because of it. Spirit's advice, Aries, for the month of October: Four of Swords reverse, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups reverse. The Four of Swords reverse is saying move forward, especially intellectually or in that mental sphere, with real caution or security before you advance. If you do so, there will be a fresh new beginning in something monetary or materialistic come in, which you can grow from. But don't get superficial about it. Don't rely on others, and don't go down the paths of others in the over-socializing, drinking too much, or overindulgence. Be really set to give all of self to this fresh new opportunity. Be secure, be guarded, but don't get sloppy. Don't get too friendly with others, perhaps, because there's too many threes here for me to be comfortable with, collaboration with others. Threes are sticky. And you've got a lot of them here, and they're all inverted. So I'll be focusing on self, Spirit is saying. Really focus on this opportunity, or any monetary opportunity that comes from you being cautionary initially. I feel like that would be the most safest way to go. Outsiders' view, they see the Tower reverse, the Ten of Swords. They really see someone that cannot bring in any change, and someone that is really pained, broken, really maybe feel backstabbed, or just can't go any further with the current conditions not changing. This is an individual from the outsider's view looking in that needs the whole structures and systems by which their life is run removed or changed, so they can get out from under these swords. I feel like there is a tipping point coming very soon, Aries, for you. But this hopes and fears is scary. Queen of Wands reverse and Queen of Swords reverse. This is someone that's very jealous, very egotistical, someone that is very, very flaky, non-consistent, and someone that can be downright brutal with their attitude, but also their words. This is someone that doesn't know the line in the sand and is absolutely brutally. Severity of their mouth is like a razor tongue. It's like being cut snaked. It is so vicious, and it's very rude. It can be with these two queens together. These two queens are heinous when they're on their heads. Heinous. This is a real energy of someone that you don't want to F with. This is someone that will pop off the bit, really make life really bad for you in just the drop of a hat. This is someone that is feared and not admired, but really run is what I would say if you're dealing with someone like that. Aries, I want to thank you so much, each and every one of you, for joining me. And regardless of what's on the cards, I hope you have a wonderful October. Happy Halloween to all of my ghostly ghouls out there. And I hope you have an exceptional October. The outcome. 7 of Wands, Knight of Wands reverse, Knight of Cups. 2 knights here. You may have 2 options. Individuals coming through with offerings. But the outcome is you are making the gains here against your combatants. You are standing up above them. You are making some ground, some feet, some leverage, finally. With the Knight of Wands reverse, there is a sense of lacking in wanting to take the journey much further, or lacking in wanting to put all of our time, our effort into some sort of actionless movement here. But we are willing to make an offering here, a proposal or an invitation to someone here. We're not willing to make the action or the movement ourselves, but we are willing to give an opportunity, a proposal or an invitation or advancement to another. That is very interesting. The other option or way of looking at it is with the 7 of Wands, you are making the gains here against 2 offerings, 2 individuals coming in offering their hand to you. Maybe that's why the good challenge card is the Lovers, and with that 7 of Wands, because that is in the outcome. The 7 of Wands. You've got 2 offerings here, Aries, 2 individuals very different. One that's very emotionally charged, one that's very emotionally invested, and one that you really desire very muchly but may not want to make a move or some sort of journey over to your dark side perhaps. But you are making the gains here against working around it. The challenge even says so. Challenge and the outcome. You can't tell me there's something not in that. Let me know down in the comments down below, Aries. Saucy. So many offerings, who to choose, I just don't know, but I'm very amused. Mum's the word, Aries. I won't tell anyone unless you do. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you there because it seems like you have much to contemplate right there. Bye, y'all. Good luck, Aries. You're going to need it.